Whoa. Explosions can hurt people. Gin can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Klee be doomed.
About time, Nilu. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. I think I've seen them before. Ah, weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah, and they're coming to today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the two of you.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! It's a flower wreath. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a...
Wow, it's beautiful. Did you make it?
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh?
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby?
I know. I watched you make it. I was... Oh, right. Why don't you also try some on? We've...
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one that...
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting...
Fascinating. Huh. That sounds kind of weird, but...
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a pro now.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious.
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get... Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want...
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not appear, strength and balance are both...
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. The Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload. Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands...
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff. Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumpter Man. Whew. Paimon's definitely going to eat...
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya. Of course. Because everyone's working here together. We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably...
I felt so guilty at first. Like I always... Oh, later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. When you order the wrong item, or make too much of... That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies.
Oh, that actually makes...
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore. So really, don't worry about it. Alright, I have to bring all this to Mr. Zub. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the theater. Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of everything. You two are our guests, so please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Wow, the atmosphere here is so nice. Let's take a break and immerse ourselves in this warmth.
Hey there, I saw you two helping. Are you two also here?
You got it!
My name is Raykar. Nadja and I are this theater's prop engineers. The little ones causing a ruckus are my children. They always get really excited every time we hold celebrate. Yes, they are. Everyone here takes great. There's good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilu, I'm quite content with this current way of...
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
It's all right. It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both adventurers, but material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to... But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair...
Sorry for bringing up such sad
Oh, it's all right. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the...
Doesn't look too bright.
Hey! Talk about judging...
You, on the other hand, how would you describe the concept of art? Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not. So that's what you think, hmm? Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing exceptional. Is art a product that we create and bring forth? Or is it a naturally existing... I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Paimon doesn't...
I've been staying here for a long time. On occasion, I'd assist them in penning... I prefer to abstain from writing, as it's... The existence of the theater, of Nilu, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as form...
How does that have anything to do with art?
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art? I suppose that question was a little too difficult. To chance upon a spark of inspiration. I have been closely observing you, the players on the stage. Art is already all...
Hello.
What? Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please. Ah, I see. Sorry for my over... I'm just, making a prop.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yeah. It's just, some fabric. Sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
What an oddball. Is problem... Oh, well, it's none of our business. Look! Nilu's back! Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to...
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration. I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand. Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could all... As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do... I didn't do that great of a job, and...
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? And besides, you've never attended a celebration.
I'm still...
There's nothing to be worried about. Just, there aren't any scary people here.
Right.
Huh. All right. Maybe this one. Everyone, over here! Inaya has some...
Wait! I've already said that I'm not ready yet!
Take it easy and relax. Deep breath. If you don't say anything...
Using it as a gift, though?
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop... Yeah, it feels like... But it looks like Nilu...
Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone.
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present from Miss Inaya!
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the... You've worked on it for so long, so...
You've got this!
Is Mr. Zubair here? Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the Academia.
What a condescending guy!
Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia's policies and orders. As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days.
Why? Why force us to do this?
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been...
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked. And now I suddenly only have... We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days.
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zub. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to
Demolition? Why do they want to demolish?
The Academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, what we do is all a waste of time. This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performance, but our audience isn't the Academia. It's the people of the... If our shows are too difficult to understand, or too removed from everyday life, changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods. Yeah, the theater is very important to each and...
The way they're doing things is so scummy.
But I also don't know how we can stop...
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous...
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice.
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same. We have already...
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father?
What Academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the Let me tell you. Even if you manage to tear down this place, you've always been awful. But even I never thought my father...
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not wrap everything up and make preparations to shut down at once.
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do. That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a
There's no need to apologize, Nilu. No one could have seen this coming. Is what that guy said true?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always... Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the... After Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with... I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to... Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight. That's true.
I'll try to think of something. We can't... What to do?
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your shows? Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help.
A debate? Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but...
Oh! If we can prove to Inaya's father that the Academia's position doesn't hold water...
I see. Defeating... It's a good idea, but... Which one of us could hope... Huh? Me? No. I'm the literal worst at argument. I can't debate.
Nilu, you are only so stressed out right now because you...
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
Paimon will help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself.
Thanks, you two. Alright, I've decided. Even though I may fail, I'll do my very best for
That's our Nilu. We're...
Okay, let's head back and tell everyone...
Dodoko? Dodoko.
Trying to best the academia in a debate is attempting the impossible. If you really want to try, I won't stop you.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilu's approach will... Things might turn out differently from...
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. Sure, and I'm not saying that I don't... Anything is better than just...
I'm also pitching in. Thank you, everyone.
Not to rain on your parade. He's erudite, You all already knew that. But when all's said and done...
That's enough, Inaya!
Sorry, I ruined the mood. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome. Nilu shouldn't have to push herself for the sake of an imposter.
Yeah, it's way too early to give up.
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful, but I still want to try. And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the... Say what's on your mind. And, I mean, after all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at the...
I understand what you're trying to say.
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family.
Yes.
Then, please help us pass on my But since we've decided on a debate, I by myself definitely don't...
Right.
That's right, Miss...
Beat the bad guy.
Make him eat dirt!
You two. We aren't getting into a fight, but thank you for your encouraging words.
Well said back there, Nilu.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much. Anyway, we better start preparing now. First, look...
When the day comes, I'll get my... If anything goes wrong, I'll have them scream... I can't do that?
I didn't expect you all to challenge the academia. That reminded me of my younger year. I can't do things like that anymore.
Sorry.
It's all right. There's no... Have faith in the resilience.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end?
So that's... Relax. I've had a lot of experience. Look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy. And Serene is... He was thrilled because he can soon perform on the same stage as you. We wouldn't be here if...
Are you trying to make...
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater has taught me the most important thing about an experience is I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Similarly, even if this theater did good and bad are all human-made
You have a point.
Nilu, you don't have to be so nervous.
Thank you, Miss Raykar.
No need to thank me. If anything, you're
too kind. All right, I gotta cheer up. I can't waste... I feel old.
Good.
Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together...
It won't be difficult to explain our position. I have I did all of that to protect ourselves. Yes, if I can't even... In summary, as long as you double...
All right, good.
While you prepare, once you're done...
Do we really have...
Right now, no one... Nilu, You, with your talent and youth...
I've never thought about leaving your theater. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and more... Do your best. We'll do all that we can, and leave the rest to fate.
Her?
My teacher. She was an excellent dancer.
No one's allowed.
Watch out, Mr. Backup!
If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you.
I've gained all. Inaya was right. It wasn't out of... After all, I'd be a terrible... She knows better than any of us.
Paimon doesn't really want to talk to him.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me. And to think,
Oh, Paimon will listen to that.
although I know not if you haven't... What do you think?
Oh, this again.
They probably do need to talk. I don't know how to explain it. Does that count as a meaning?
You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilu.
No. Nilu's answer far surpasses you. The meaning of art comes not from its creator. In other words, only art that... This is something that the academia can... I once pursued the mastery of art. Much like how a research... However, the more of a connoisseur, I knew that the most sophisticated... I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this
It was that life-changing?
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. In all honesty, from a...
Hey, don't say...
But what bewildered me was how despite the performance's middling I realized then that I left the so-called frontier. Art will no longer be a castle in the sky. If art cannot accomplish that...
When you put it that way... Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's orders to change our... To put it simply, we were...
I once stood in the spotlight, but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I care not for where my feet may take me next. But Nilu, you already stand upon the finest stage there is, and that is a... You cannot give it up. Not even to the...
I understand. Thank you for your words of encouragement, Miss...
Dust the cobwebs away from the eye.
You really seem to care a lot about the theater.
Once you get to know him, you'll realize that he's actually a big softie at heart.
You're here. Is the theater actually closed?
He's been worried sick for a while now. He wouldn't stop talking the whole way.
Hey, you two.
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the...
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days, and that it's going to be demolished.
What the heck? That came with no warning.
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the Academia.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the Academia. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support, no doubt about that.
Mine too! So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's programs?
Yeah.
Good thing they have the power to make...
Yeah, they need to touch more... Exactly. They want to...
Don't worry. Everyone here has your back.
Right. If they don't believe that, send...
Maybe you can prepare some questions.
Ignore him. He's joking. Just no matter what, we will always...
Thank you all so much.
There are always more solutions than problems. If you need help during the debate,
Gotta show them.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts. Abi, have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilu. Miss Inaya isn't back yet. Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this much time?
Traveler, Paimon, I think... What if Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she probably thinks that all of this happened because she was staying here.
Oh, right. As soon as her father showed up, she said that her father was targeting her. So
she has a long-standing conflict with her father. That's why she ran away from home. She doesn't think that we can win the debate, and she doesn't want to implicate us. So she thought leaving was the best thing to do.
Mm-hmm. And then she just quietly left afterward.
Exactly. She's being too pessimistic. How will you know if you... Anyway, first things first. We have to get...
But where should we start? Sumeru is huge!
I think I might know. Let's start by looking up. Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at a remote campsite. She got a fever from drinking unclean waters. If she has nowhere else to go after leaving the theater, she might go back and...
Then let's go take a look!
Yes, let's hurry!
Drat! You caught me. Make my escape. me!
There are signs that someone had stayed here very recently.
But we can't confirm if it was Inaya or not. Let's take a look around first. Did you hear that?
I heard it too. Let's investigate. Positions.
It sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Yes, we're almost there.
Stay back!
It's Inaya! She's being attacked by wild animals!
Inaya, don't be scared! We're coming to help! Dance with the waves!
Rain outlines your fate.
Gotta dash!
Thunderclap!
Thank you. There weren't so many big animals in this area before. Sorry. I'm causing...
Why did you leave by yourself? You really don't think we have a chance?
No. I just... Everything happened because of me.
Yeah! Everyone's working together towards a happier ending. No one should be...
It's all right if it's me. As long as the theater won't get demolished. You guys are the kindest people I've ever...
Listen to me. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one would blame you. Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilu, there will always be a You can't win a debate against the academia. Especially... My father is an extremely demanding man. He's always wanted me to become an exceptional researcher. I tried my best to meet his expectation, but he still wasn't satisfied. I'm no genius. But whenever... Yeah.
So that's why you ran away?
At first. For one exam, I earned the... I thought that all my hard work had finally... I even used the embroidery skills. I thought... Even this daughter...
I see. When we were embroidering your...
Yeah. Sorry. I was tired of him yelling at me every day. But... He was more angry. You think you should be proud of third place? I forgot how long I'd cried for. They argued for such a long... I've completely given up.
How horrible!
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. He can never understand the He just wants everything to happen, what we cherish.
It sounds like your past...
I understand now, but when we were preparing for the debate, I heard something... Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
No, there should be something else that's more relevant. should be something else that's more relevant. No, there should be something else that's more relevant. Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life, but she told us that she's very happy to live at the theater now. Although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path. She told me that the most important thing about an experience...
Interpret it?
I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home, but after you ran away, those unhappy experiences allowed you to really cherish your bonds with everyone. Don't let your past suffering keep you from the new life that you've...
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
When I ran away from home, But you're right.
Maybe you'll disappoint him, but that doesn't matter. Don't let go of the answer you've worked so...
That's right. If we put our...
You're right. I'm not trying to meet his I can't afford to lose anything more. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's the spirit!
Let's go. I'll tell my father about the debate. I know him very well.
All right.
Well,
Okay. Looking forward to your good news. That should be everything. I'm not sure why, but...
You were great, Nilu! Talk like that during the debate.
Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. I need to be... Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative. Huh? What's left?
Huh? What a strange question. Isn't a theater just a theater?
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does. Let me think. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. Ah! Got it! When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people whose lives have been touched by it. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
A bond?
The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. It has brought, and its story won't end here. In the future, many more people will come to the theater and we'll all be there for them. Aside from the delivery of performances, isn't this another reason for Zubair Theater's...
Yeah, that makes sense. We definitely felt that, but Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate. Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go in the
I feel like that's another prong in our attack. Thank you.
Paimon also feels a lot more relieved.
Sorry for the wait. I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. It didn't take long for him to accept the debate. Why are you all smiling so much? Did some...
We realized that your dad might not be as scary as we had thought.
We just finished our prep. Rest easy. It will all... We have to win. No.
What is the best way to handle the phrasing here?
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time! We did a lot of preparations with Nilu. Hopefully they were helpful.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the Academia, and I will serve as this debate's adjudicator. I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate bias. I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a witness to this duel of wits.
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the Academia's stance. You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Academia is prejudiced against you. However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be afforded opportunities to grow and cultivate their wisdom. Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities and intellectual value. We have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater. In other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows and enlightening your audience, Zubair Theater would not be today facing such a tragic fate.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilu stand her ground?
Calm down, Nilu. First, carefully analyze what he said. He said that we were shut down not because the Academia looks down on the arts, but rather because our shows aren't up to their standards. However, the theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us all. Don't think that would make for a good rebuttal. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. In your eyes, Our shows can't meet the Academia's expectations. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the Academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. Guidance and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as the audience. This stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts. If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop a greater level of artistic understanding. Nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process, and guiding this process is the Academia's true goal.
He changed the topic without batting an eye. Good thing I'm prepared. If I remember correctly, what I should say here is... The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us all. No. Can't do that. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form... No. Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past. No. Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything... No.
Art must first be appreciated.
Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then its contents may as well be a castle in the sky. What's the point of performing a show that its audience can't even follow? That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion from a place of ignorance.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them, Nilu.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs. Likewise, the definition that Nilu put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Keep it up, Nilu! You're doing great!
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law, so you must now pay the price for your transgression. This course of action is also completely procedurally sound. We have already contacted Zubair Theater multiple times regarding the theater's repertoire. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings, or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academia.
He started talking about procedural stuff, so I need to focus on...
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid. Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
Yeah! That's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this. So long as this matter is discussed within the Academia, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim and position. However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the Academia. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a rash act.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilu's definitely won this point, right? You're right. Stay focused, Nilu.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income. Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilu!
Right. I need to keep calm, but just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't just a performance venue to us. The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond. Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her son, Sorin, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inaya wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them, for every single one of us.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. However, you have misconstrued something, young miss. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages, and the audience comes to enjoy performances. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating, but they can only ever be secondary. When scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems, we freely share our knowledge and resources with one another as if we were all kin. However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published. The reason is simple. We are scholars, and there are new projects that await our attention.
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot of prep.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two, for the continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilu spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition, whereas the Academia has made significant academic
Oh no, What should we do? A setup? So Nilu's got him?
Good. He said what he said. The next argument could... but... is... Inaya really wants to win. She already agreed to this. She wants to win, no matter what. Me too. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home, then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilu. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me. If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure. By your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with caution.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilu will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father. You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relationships.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair Theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt debate proceedings.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate. But before that, Father, I have some final words to say. I've been doing some soul-searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any point to my personal rebellion against you. I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth is, I ran away from home as a means to vent my recurring frustrations. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing... I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. I will move on from my family troubles. But if you dare to harm this place...
This is not the time to space out, Sharif.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question.
Of course we are! Miss Inaya is a really good...
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always...
Such pure... It is surprisingly a relief.
Wait, what are you... never mind.
They left?
Does that mean we've won?
We won?
Nilu, you're amazing!
I relaxed for a moment and I feel a little faint. It looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Terrific work, Nilu and Anaya. They
Didn't know you could get so fit.
This really took a lot of...
Both Miss Nilu and Miss Inaya...
Should we throw a second round?
it's you. Yes, I feel a lot better. The more I think, I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time. Yes, and it's all thanks to you. I see. You mean how fate brought me to the theater, right? Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had met. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look. I thought to myself, the gods must have blessed her with such... But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, yeah. She said, dance is an art. It is a beautiful thing born from our life experience. In other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance, she wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted was to see... Right! The same as what I was completely moved by what she had said. So I started taking... Before she retired, she told me, for as long... This is why Mr. Zubair and I never intended to listen to the... Even though it ended up causing everyone a whole lot of trouble. Thankfully. Although I do have a small... Yeah. Even though she has already decided to stop fighting with her before he left, Mr. Sharif looked like he had a lot on his... He probably has a lot of things he wants to say. But... Yeah. But I still hope that you and Paimon are more than welcome to keep it... Who knows? Next time, you might...
Are you still worried about Inaya? Let's be sure to come back often. Who knows? Maybe things will have worked out for her.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member.
Hello?
She'll be dancing for us from now on. So please.
Inaya's taken her place on the stage! When you stop and think about it, happy endings like this sure... Nilou's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination? Huh? What do you mean by that? The whole demolition thing was going overboard. But he really could have... If he really wanted to be ruthless, he could have done some real damage. Oh well, it's not like we can understand how people like him think. Huh? Wait, look who the cat dragged in! Isn't that Inaya's father?
Oh, it's you. I don't have much to do today, so I just...
Are you looking for Inaya?
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her. Well, I was for a time. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superior...
Suspended from duty?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I can afford to come here and watch a show. I admit that I do not understand the magic that... I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya, there are no parents who do not worry about their children. Never mind. I do not have the right to say that.
You're already here, so...
No, that is not necessary. Do not tell her that I was here.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again?
But...
Huh? You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it. You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart, Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their...
Yeah, she probably would have snuck...
Do you think they'll be able...
I'm not sure. A complete reconciliation. All those years of arguments and but no matter where their hearts and all I wish for them is to be able to... Oh, by the way, everyone's really... So, we made you a little something. Hope you'll like...
Isn't this Zubair Theater? Whoa! This is amazing!
We've also never made any... Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design, while Inaya and I... Miss Reikar and Miss Nadja made and assembled the centerpiece. As adventurers, you two will doubtlessly travel to many more lands and see many more things. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey. You two are welcome.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
You're welcome. Come on, take it. This is the story of you and...